What do you think has to happen for everyone to feel safe and respected by Toronto police?
That's a big question. That's a very big one. First thing I'm going to say is if we start from the premise of respect, right? If we start from the premise of mutual respect, where we understand that when a police meets someone on the street, maybe the police can ask for their name. Maybe the police can ask for, their identification if it's appropriate to do so, right? I think we have to start from a place of respect. There is an issue. There is an issue with some communities not feeling as respected, and some communities not feeling as supported by the police. But again, we can't use one brush across every officer. I'm
Because
thinking
there are
of
always good officers.
I'm thinking about one actually, Officer Ennis, who used to work in our community, and he has moved on to another division, right? But the reality is, when adults talk about systemic problems in policing or in education or in healthcare, we're not just picking on one person, right? At the end of the day, you could have many great people in
Yeah.
any of those institutions. But if there are problems that aren't addressed,
It's gonna outshine.
it outshines. It outshines.
Yeah, I do think. I think some officers who like this is where the stuff like that people perceive bad happens. Some officers like you need to come down to a level where you guys can be equals, where an officer it can make a civilian feel equal.
I think in a perfect world, that would be our goal. That would be
Yes.
our dream.
So my thing is reach for the moon.
Yes, you'll
Reach
get
for
the
the
stars.
moon and you'll get to the stars.
Absolutely, absolutely. There are different power dynamics in certain relationships, right? It's sort of I always go back to the teacher and the student, right? As a teacher, you're an adult. You want to make the student feel like you're in an equal learning relationship, a professional learning relationship, right?
Yeah.
There are power dynamics and there are power imbalances between authority figures,
Yeah.
and the rest of our community, But I think when it works well, it's built on that one word I said at the beginning, respect, right?